just talking about the difference from last year and this year, and just like coming here where you were introducing the show, and now this year you've got this huge following and everything. So what was that like for you to be on the other end of that?
You this time.
I was there. It's and I had a small part in season 1, and so it's so exciting for me because I got to step into a show that already started kind of catching fire, and so I lucked out. I mean, I won the lottery, and then to take a 4-episode arc and turn it into a series regular for season 2, I just feel so fortunate to be a part of this cast and get to work with these amazing actors.
Because we couldn't do without you.
Aww.
You just bring such a different flavor into the whole thing. Yeah.
I sing a lot, so do you though.
What can you actually tell us about this season? What are you allowed to tell us?
Well, season 1, they had to kind of first develop this world, kind of establish it, the rules. And there was a lot of plot, and a lot of things to follow. And now it's just a wider show because more characters are in it and are getting more important. And it goes much more into the relations, into the characters, into people change, they develop, they evolve, they get people who were good in the first season become tougher in the second season,
and vice versa.
And so it is for me, because I have never been very interested in like bang 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 shoot shoot or something like this. For me, it is super interesting to see all the interesting psychological things evolve.
And then plot-wise, I think you're going to learn that the virus was just a small part of a bigger plan by the Army of the 12, and the plague was just one domino in something else that they're trying to do. And you'll learn who the witness is and kind of learn what the overall what their master plan is, and it's mind-blowing.
Really mind-blowing.
I'm dying to read the end of this.
Concepts about time. I mean, that is just to think about time in that way. I have to admit, I never did that before. It's really fascinating. They brought in a lot of stuff.
And
a lot of what physicists work on.
Yeah.
I think that Stephen Hawking used to say I couldn't talk about time travel because people were thinking I was a wacko, but now he actually can talk about it because they still are not there in reality, but it is actually a concept that people are thinking about more seriously now on a broader base.
And to what she was saying earlier about the relationships, last season was very much Cole trying to save the world, and I think for the longevity of a show, you need to broaden out the ensemble and learn and have more stories to tell to see how they braid together and intertwine. And season 2 is much more of an ensemble show as opposed to. I just said we almost killed poor Aaron last season with the workload that the kid had to go through, and so there's more. We dive deeper into more different roles on the show than just Cole against the world. Yeah.
What did you find most memorable about working on this new season? A memorable experience you had.
The most memorable?
Yeah.
What we had to play.
Right. Serious.
You know what? I tell something. The difficulty is that we can't say the real very memorable thing because that's you have to spoil that.
Yeah.
So I can't tell.
Well, not spoiling the process.
Yeah, you can do the process as well.
For me, it's just like that. Really, something. We find out why Jones is really doing this mission. Where her drive comes from. That's for me the most memorable thing. And she loses her child, and we go there.
For me, we work very long hours and very late nights, and so it always comes down to the people that you work with. So, if you're saying when the season wraps and I go home back to Los Angeles from Toronto, what I remember most is getting to work with these guys and getting to work and the fabulous guest stars that we have this season with Michael Hogan from Battlestar, who's just a hoot and a half to work with. Had a blast working with him. So outside of how memorable it is to work with these guys, what's really exciting is they're getting some Jake Hines. They're getting some top-notch guest stars on the show.
Are you working with anyone this season that you didn't last year?
I am, because I didn't work with I didn't work with Amanda last year at all. And I didn't work with her except for one episode. And so now...
I worked with Jennifer, Jennifer Boynes this
Emily,
year.
yeah.
And then Michael Hogan, who came in new, I worked with him. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, I do not work with Brandon Coyle, Bates from Downton Abbey.
I haven't had a chance to work with Jennifer yet. But again, we are only in the middle of shooting episode 8 of 13, so who knows what the future may bring.
So it sounds like both of your, well, the way it's set up, it looks like both of your characters are going to be working with Cassie. I mean, she's
Working
stuck
with
with
Cassie,
Cassie, stuck in 2043.
Because she gets stuck in our time.
And you mentioned there's, Deacon and Cassie, there might be
Yeah,
some
yeah. I
mentoring
mean, I think,
going on
look,
there.
Deacon was alive when Cassie was on every screen warning people about the play. So he remembers her. And so I think he feels a connection to her because she was a connection to a more innocent time for him. And I think he also sees that he has a need and a want to keep her alive. So he helps train her and keep her and get her ready to survive.
And she started the mission, the tape that I first heard. She started that whole, trajectory.
And how do you think Jones and Cassie are going to get along? I mean, do you think? Can you tell us? Is there going to be a lot of interaction there?
Yeah,
how do you think? Will they understand each other?
Jones looks, she is not out for a cuddly relationship. She sees how can I put
Deacon's
people
out
in
for
the process, of my world and what I want to do. And Cassie is a scientist, also a doctor, so that works well.